There are some atrocious mothers that are out there. I'm sure that you probably in common everyday life, come across a few whenever you go to the grocery store or just out in public in general. You probably see some that just go, ugh, God, you're just really bad. I feel so sorry for those kids. They're just never going to have a chance. And then there's Jada Pinkett Smith. She is right there up at the top of most destructive females imaginable. Whenever I see a poll of the worst wife that's out there, the one who abuses their family the most, you always have what? Kim Kardashian for her home-wrecking capabilities time and time again. All right, fair enough. Jill Biden for elder abuse. Okay, you could see that as well. But whenever Jada Pinkett Smith is on the ballot, it's always uncontrefutable evidence at her back. She's always going to be the winner. She is the worst. There is nothing that this lady does that is to a benefit to anybody other than herself. And now she's got a tell-all memoir where she's going to go ahead and set the record straight about all this stuff. The solipsism is over 9,000 with this broad. It's a harrowing ride. Jada Pinkett Smith announces her new memoir, Worthy. Oh my God, did she also have sex with Big Game James? Oh my God. Which will explore her controversial Hollywood life, including that affair, Oscars, slap, and a marriage to Will Smith. Probably in the importance, all in that order, because we already know from her writings, which I'm sure we'll get more detail on, her love affair, her alpha widowing from Tupac, how she would write letters about thinking about him and then still having orgasmic events. Oh my God, this bitch is just so pathetic. And yeah, Will Smith being the guy who's standing outside in the rain with a bouquet of daisies going, would please just give me a chance. Oh my God, money does not make you alpha at all whatsoever. But Jada Pinkett Smith has announced the upcoming release of her new memoir, Worthy. Like, did nobody read the title and just go, fucking serious? Worthy of what? I got a couple of things that you're worthy of, but all right. Which will explore her controversial Hollywood life. Well, she's at least just open about cucking Will Smith. Like, this shit happens all the time in that incestuous cesspool that is Hollywood in today's day and age. Like, okay. The actress at 51, whose 26-year marriage to Will Smith was rocked in 2020 when, she took him on his How the fuck do you get a canceled Facebook talk show? Well, Jada Pinkett Smith ends up having that distinct honor and also ruining a couple of other marriages, one I've got to opine on in the future, involving a certain NBA star. Oh my fucking God. That's why you don't let your girl hang around with their whole friends. Yeah, 4-year affair with a boy toy, August Alsina. I think he's gay now. Isn't that the thing? Like, this bitch's box is just so poisonous that it ruins not just a family, not just their children, but other dudes' lives. Anybody who comes in contact with that either turns up dead, gay, or completely and totally desolate in career opportunities. Unbelievable. Was revealed, expressed her desire to take back her own narrative. Oh God, if that's not bitch babble at the highest accord, as she showed off the memoir's cover on Instagram this week. She wrote, on October 17th, I invite you into a journey that, understandably, many think they already know. Yeah, we know enough, okay, in order to form a cohesive narrative, and the rest of it's just going to be flowery fucking language, because you can thank this bald-headed bitch for introducing entanglement into the common vernacular that every bitch thinks that they're all so enlightened by saying that, oh, it's not all that serious. I kind of got this thing. It's kind of like an entanglement. It's a situationship, you fucking dunce. I'm the fact that I have, for the last 4 years, contributed to the creation and perpetuation of falsehoods about myself. Yeah, and having your former A-list husband completely ruin his career because you couldn't take a fucking joke, in which other untrue narratives were birthed, has surely aided in the misunderstandings that surround me. This fall, with deep humility and respect and a sizable advance, I will take back my narrative, exactly like the fucking Spartans at the Hot Gates. We're gonna go ahead and take back for Thermopylae. Fuck off. My memoir starts at the beginning, offering an unvarnished and revealing account of I couldn't fucking care less, you lying bald bitch. You're terrible. Absolutely fucking terrible. I'll be interested to hear all of this drivel that comes out of those fucking pathetic pages. But you got a memoir of your life. What is it going to be like? Is it going to get 200 pages? How large is the type font? I know that you're old and shit, but how many times can you just justify your hoedom? I don't quite know. Oh my God. I think you can see the way that most of these paragraphs start. My adventures, my youth, my hope, my thoughts, my where I'm very worthy, whatever. Pinkett Smith's marriage, which again is just another big fucking red flag that just goes to show you that she never respected Will fucking Smith, who used to have a very sterling public persona. Oh my God, he was that dude in the 90s and early 2000s, but you had to hyphenate his last name. You could have been Jada Smith. I thought that was your middle name for the longest time, to be completely honest. But no. You're Jada Pinkett Smith. Oy, oy, oy. Marriage to Oscar winner Smith has come heavily under the spotlight in recent years, culminating in a shock moment when the pair both appeared on her show, Red Table Talk, to discuss that, yeah, she'd been piped down by her son's friend, who also had a very startling revelation, and in the grand scheme of things really doesn't make for that much of shock material if you really understand the situation, but nobody knows it. Oh my God, you gotta buy my book on October 17th. Shut up. Jada Pinkett Smith's son, Jaden, reveals his mother introduced their whole family to psychedelic drugs. Like I said, man, worst wife, worst woman ever. And this is what you get. This is unfettered toxic femininity. They can just go ahead and run wild and break a home because, okay, you got Jaden, who has absolutely what going for him when it comes to professional sense? Nothing. Her daughter, Willow, who got put on for that stupid whip my hair back and forth song, her career also dead. One of them, too, I think that they identify on, the stupid alphabet spectrum, which thank God last day, this stupid virtue signal month, and the only offspring from the Smith family tree that has made it out decently is the one kid that has no biological attachment to you, Will's kid from his first marriage. So Jaden revealed his mother introduced their whole family to psychedelic drugs. That's one of those things where if Will was actually a man, had a backbone, and some sort of masculinity to his name, he could have just went, oh, okay, cool. You want to do this? Okay, get the fuck out. Take your shit, spool your shit, and fuck off. Not in my house. And she would have respected him, and he wouldn't have ended up losing any goodwill that he had at the Oscars, or he would have just, been on that Red Table Talk. She would have said, I cheated on you. Would have went, oh, and get up, flip that table over and walk the fuck out. And, you can pack your shit and out at the fucking road. Infidelity from the female's perspective is absolutely unacceptable. That's the moment right there where that, actually well before that relationship was fucking over, done, dusted. Oh, we were done at the time. No, bitch, you were fucking done right then and there, but you didn't have the backbone to stand up for that. Will Smith, perpetual fucking L. Well, speaking at the Psychedelic Science Conference in Denver this week, the 24-year-old actor raved about using psychedelics, improved his relationship with his loved ones, and increased his empathy for others. What a bunch of fucking stupid babble. That just goes to show you that there is no masculine presence in that family. Oh, the use of psychedelics really improved my life and your empathy for others. Great, fantastic. How does that make you a more productive member of society? Well, I feel things. Oh my God. Feminization at the highest of levels. I think my mom actually, that was really the first one to make a step for the family. He revealed it was just her for a really, really long time, and then eventually it just trickled and evolved, and everybody found it in their own ways. Jaden went on to claim that psychedelics had a profound impact on his relationship with his sister Willow, half-brother Trey, and father Will shares, yes, with ex-wife Cherie Zampino. That's Trey Smith, the only one who seems to at least be on the level. Siblings can argue so much and fight so much, and Lord knows me and my siblings have done so much of that in the past. The intergalactic star, I don't know what the fuck that is. Probably, most people don't either, so at least I'm not alone in that one. But the level of love and empathy that I can feel from them inside that psychedelic experience and outside of the experience is something that's been profound and beautiful. Oh my God, these are unproductive retards trying to justify rooting through the shit and eating the shiny mushrooms. What the fuck? Fucking leeches on society. If it wasn't for your father being a somebody back in the cut, instead of talking to USA about the experiences on psychedelic drugs, they would just be talking about when their EBT cards get refilled. Jaden explained that psychedelics help him with his relatives open up their minds and get out of the old ways of thinking that got us into a lot of these arguments. Old ways of thinking, yeah. Because your family in this new age thought process is working out so fucking well. Jaden, I don't fucking know, did not specify what type of psychedelics his family uses. Probably a lot of acid. I would imagine it's probably mushrooms or I don't know, what's that stupid one that Joe Rogan's bald ass, another person who was brought up by a single mother. Raise DMT, right? Did he talk with the interdimensional, mystical elves or some shit? I believe the mushrooms, hey, there it is, are going to help us expand our consciousness. Yes, the collection is not just clothes to sell. Alright, he was making magic mushroom merch. Oh, what a fucking dork. Yeah, man, let this serve as a perfect example. If you want your family looking like this, if you want your wife and your son to grow up like this, hey man, you just go ahead and you just be open and honest. Start thinking in a new age fashion. Nothing's off limits. We live in a safe and secure, open relationship. Whatever you need to tell yourself while you cry yourself to sleep and then find a comfy position in the cuck chair in the corner of your house. Shout out iDubbbz. With all that said, thank you all very much for the gift of your time. I've been Don Consuelo. I want you to follow your gut and get after it. Take care, everyone.